Hi, everyone. Diana Rankin and Piper, who's right here at my feet, are here saying hello. Hope everyone is doing well today. Hello, Sheila. She says, hello, Diana. I hope you're doing well. I am, and I actually just saw the sun. We've had a lot of rain lately. We did have one sunny day this week, which was wonderful. That was on Wednesday, but I think we've had rain every other day. So it's kind of wet and a little bit muddy outside, but it's another beautiful day, and the leaves are phenomenal. The leaves are just, I don't know if you can see. No, I don't think you can really see out the window there, but the leaves are just golden and still red and turning brown, and there's still some green, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Hello, Akila. She says, hello, everyone. And Akila is joining us tonight, which you all are welcome to do. There are just a couple of hours left to sign up. We have Sacred Circle by Zoom. It's just $20 if you want to sign up. You're welcome. Just go to my website and sign up. It's 7 to 9. Excuse me, 7 to 9, and that is Eastern time, so Eastern Daylight Time. So it's not for everybody because that's just the time it is, and sometimes it's the middle of the night for some of you. Sheila says, I think Eastern time will not allow nuclear abuse, so no World War III. I think ETS will not allow nuclear abuse, so no World War III. I agree with you. We're not. I don't think we're headed for World War III. So we'll go forward with what Phillip has to say, because this is a tough question, but I really liked what he had to say. And Antoinette says, good morning, Diana and everyone from Northern California. I used to live in Southern California. I lived down by the ocean in a couple of different places, actually. I lived in Costa Mesa, Newport Beach, Huntington Beach, and the eastern shore of Long Beach while I was there. So got up to Northern California. Didn't get all the way up the coast, but I would get up a little bit above San Francisco, and of course up around wine country, and it's beautiful. And then I would go up the coastline and come back down the Rhonda, people says, hello, Diana. Well, Rhonda, so good to see you. It's been a long time. Rhonda and I go way back. She's been to several of my workshops. So good to see you. Anyway, we're going to get going here while others come on and I get a chance to say hello. And I look over here at the big screen if you wonder what I'm doing. But we are going to answer this really tough question. Iris says, hello, Diana from Israel. Oh, Iris, what you're going through right now is so tough and so good to see you. And you're in one of the toughest spots in the world right now. And we are holding you in our prayers. We are holding the whole Middle East, and as well as Ukraine, as well as the whole world in our light and our love and our prayers. And thank you. And we hope that you're removed a bit. And Sheila says, bless you, Iris. Yeah, thank you. Okay. We will get to our questions in just a moment. We also, after the questions, we will get our weekly message from Phillip and from one of my books, The Master's Book of Answers by Phillip. And we will just open this to any page and we'll get our message. And I want to tell you, this morning, I asked Phillip for a private message, and it kind of blew me away, because after I finished writing out what you're going to hear in a moment, and the message from him was page 159. In the security of reality, there is no insecurity. In the security of reality, there is no insecurity. So keep that in mind as I read this. And Akila says, sending love and light, Iris. Yes. Okay, here are the two questions. And I want to tell you this question about World War III. Is this the beginning of World War III? Referring to the wars in Ukraine and now Gaza. In World War, and then the other question, is this the end of the world? But World War III question came up. I spoke at up in northeastern Ohio. I spoke at a group Metaphysical Insights 528 last week, and this question came up, and I said, I will answer it on the video because I didn't want to go there. It was just too tough to go there. So here's what Phillip says, and it does give us all hope. It also gives us all a responsibility. So here we go. Let us be, well, first of all, I want to say, Iris says thank you to everyone. And Achilles is sending love and light, Iris, and Iris says thank you. All right. Y'all listen carefully, especially at the end, because that's where Phillip really lifts us up. But also he's giving us some really tremendous responsibility here. So let's listen. So let me begin. Here we go. Let us begin by saying the world is not ending. It is changing. Often we have stated that when the world is overpopulated and being harmed by human actions, she will right herself by quelling the population of that which harms her. In the most recent past with an S, by the way. So that's saying multiple past. I'm not quite sure, but I think that is explained in a minute. In the most recent past, it is the humans that bring harm to her being the earth. It must be remembered harm is brought on by energy, the energy of both thoughts and deeds. Anger and angry acts cause destruction. Anger and angry acts cause destruction. To heal herself of the harming energy, Earth and her allies and atmosphere bring about the clearing away of humans through natural disasters, as you call them, epidemics, and wars. So we know we have a lot of death with the natural disasters, epidemics, and wars. You have experienced all three on Earth in the recent past. Earth is much older than scientists have yet discovered. So when we say recent past, we are referring to the last few thousand years. Humankind has the recent past, just the last few thousand years, my friends. Humankind has nearly destroyed itself before and seems to be trying to do that again. This is forcing an evolution of the species. This is not to say the strong will survive. It is to say those who survive will evolve into the new humans who will bring greater peace and love for all, including Earth. We are not saying that Earth is coming to an end, quite the contrary. Earth will survive. It is merely quelling the human population so it can breathe easier. Okay, Phillip, but that doesn't help our hearts when we see those we love, when we see those we don't even know being killed. Sorry, I get really emotional. You know that when I think of war. Will it take a world war to change the anger? Most likely not, as has been in the past. This does not mean the possibility is not there. What it does mean is that there will continue to be aggression in the world that does not allow many who agree to transition to spirit world to allow for the healing and evolution of the place to take place. Let me put that in more simple words. Phillip tends to sometimes be a little difficult to understand. And what he's saying is that the world is changing and that there will be other outbreaks of war or terrorism in different parts of the world now. This is part of the healing that's taking place, but he also is going to give us a solution to that, so hang in there. The wars do not need to escalate. However, they may, unless the anger and fear are calmed. And, my friends, I do think we flipped. I do feel that I do feel we've come to this place. We've had to climb the mountain, but when we get to the top of the mountain, the friend used to tell me, when you flip over, you're at the top. This is the hard part, climbing up. This is the easy part. So I think we've made the flip, but we're right there at the edge. So we're still in that chaos and that energy of anger. That's what we have to get rid of, and fear. The wars do not need to escalate, however, they may, unless the anger and fear are calmed. There are world leaders who are calm, experienced, and diplomatic. They are working to bring forth peace. They can do this only if they have the help of the people. Listen very carefully to these next parts, please, please. You are so important. You are the people. If you are hearing my words, you must put aside your experiences, you must put aside your differences and angers and fears and align your life with your spirit, which is love. This is not to say you will never experience anger or fear. It is to say, when you do, recognize it and ask yourself how you can heal the anger and become love. Then take the action necessary to do so. If you are one who hears my words today, you must know you have the strength to help Earth heal. You have lived many lives in many practices. Now is not the time to doubt your ability to bring peace to the world. Indeed, you are the ones who can and must. It is now you must be in the silence and feel the power of the connection of all who are the peace of the world. This is what will save the world. This is not the time to question your power or the power of love. It is the time to step into your power and be love. This alone will change the trajectory of the angry, fearful, warring energy to the new world of loving kindness for all life, including Earth. We have the power. We have the power to stop the war in Gaza, in Ukraine. We have the power. We are the people. We are the ones responsible. Should we get out on the street and protest? But if you wish, if that is what you are to do, but do it in peace, do it in love, not in anger. Every night, every day, every morning, afternoon, stop and just say for 30 seconds, just put that divine light around you and then let it come from your heart and go out and be around Israel, be around Palestine, be around Ukraine, be with the people. As souls, their soul agreed to come in and do this work. Maybe even to sacrifice their human life. That's very hard for us as humans to really understand and grasp. But our souls have agreed to whatever trajectory our human lives take. And if you're hearing Philip's words, if you're hearing my voice, you have a great responsibility to help heal our world. You have to help us. Together, we can surround this world in peace. And if you can take 20 minutes or an hour to sit in meditation or prayer, or you can sit just with nature in love, please do so. Let us help our brothers and sisters in the war zones. Let us help Iris, she's in a very difficult place. You know, here in America, here in the US, we've been told not to travel abroad. There's a lot going on that we don't know about. And last week we talked a little bit about that. I don't want to see everything. My heart can't handle it. So I will see enough to tell us there's a lot going on that we don't know about. But we can change it. We can say prayers for our world leaders. We can send them the light of love. We can send them protection. We can stop arguing about who is in charge and let those in charge do their best right now. We can stop our own angers. We can look at when we do get angry. And yes, I do get angry. And I have to stop and look at that and say, what's this really about? We can do that. It is now you must be in the silence and feel the power of the connection of all who are the peace of the world. This is what will save the world. This is not the time to question your power or the power of love. It is the time to step into your power and be love. This alone will change the trajectory of the angry, fearful, warring energy to the new world of loving kindness for all life, including Earth. Okay, my friends. Shall we get our message? We're just going to open to any page. I'm hearing right. If you heard right, our intuition's in sync. If you heard left, that's a message you need to pay attention to. So right, this is page 279. Does not each artist paint a different picture even when many look at the same landscape? Does not each artist paint a different picture even when many look at the same landscape? You don't have to believe as I believe. You don't have to believe as the person beside you believes. All we have to do is love them. Yes, we have to protect ourselves and protect others. Yes, we have to pay attention. But my friends, there's nothing as powerful as love. Does not each artist paint a different picture, even when many look at the same landscape? We can look at the same world and see it differently, but we can all see it through the eyes and the heart of love. If you heard left, this is page 278, and this is a message for you. You must leave the known and travel through the unknown to return to the known. You must leave the known and travel through the unknown to return to the known. All right, my friends. Iris, you're in our prayers, as are all of the people in that area, in Israel and in Palestine. Not for Hamas. Well, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, that they will wake up and stop the terrorism. And love may help do that. It may give somebody a conscience. So yeah, I had to catch myself, didn't I? Because you heard the anger come when I thought of the terrorist. And then I thought, anger is not only going to add anger, bring it back. Am I angry at Putin and Russia for you going into Ukraine and hurting and killing people? Yeah. And then I say, what does that anger do? What does it have to do with me? And it helps me look at my own anger, where people have intruded on my life, and I have to forgive them and forgive myself for letting that happen. I look at Hamas and the damage that's caused, and it's heartbreaking. And the only way we're going to get through this is to love. It's the most powerful thing in the world. And remember, my friends, everything is energy. Everything. Let's put out the right energy. Let's put out the right energy. Iris, we've got you. We've got you. Thank you, my friends. As I say goodbye, please, 30 seconds of just sending love, surrounding our world with love. Just imagine it, letting that divine light come through and from your heart, filling the world with love, letting that divine light of pure love move out into the world. Thank you. We're powerful. We can do this. Spread the word. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Akila. Love to all. Yes, thank you, Rhonda. Next week, we'll make the predictions. It'll be the last Friday. I'm looking up at the calendar here. So next week, the 27th of October, is the last Friday of the month. We'll make the November predictions. I love you all. Thank you for the love you receive from us, for the love you send to us, and thank you for the love that you send out into the world. This is not easy what we're doing, but we can do it. See you all soon. Love you.